Gina from Orchid and Opal Jewelry and Beads, and I'm here today with the topic of seed bead storage. This is going to be kind of a two-part video because I wanted to show you how I store my seed beads, especially the larger quantities, and then also I wanted to show you a couple of products that BBCraftcom sent me, and I'll show you how I'm planning to use those items, and I'll show you where you can check those out as well. Now, this first setup you see here, I want to make sure you guys know this is not my idea, and I don't even like sharing it really because these containers, I got the idea from Alicia at Beautiful Nights, and I'm going to put her video below because she has an amazing video all about this idea for small bead storage, and it's an inexpensive idea. I don't want to take any credit for it. She didn't use these baskets that I have them in, but these containers were from the Dollar Tree, and they were 10 for $1. They're sure fresh containers. But they're great for seed bead storage, and just so happens I got these red baskets at the Dollar Tree as well, and she shows a lot of different applications for how you can store these little containers. She's got some other, another setup, but I like the way that these fit in these baskets from the Dollar Tree that I got back in the springtime. I'm not sure if they even still have this size. They're about 11 by 15 inches inside and about 3.5 inches tall, and they perfectly fit about 42 of these containers if they're stacked this way. So this is one basket, and you can see underneath I have a whole nother basket. I've got quite a few of these baskets. About 3 of them are full of seed beads in these sure fresh containers, but then they just stack right on top of each other, so they're great on the top of one of my short shelves that I have in my beading area, and I can just take a basket off and see what I have. It's easy for me to check out what I have. But I just wanted to show you guys because I did promise that I would show you how I do have my seed beads set up, and I love these little containers. Like I said, check her video out because this was totally her idea that she shared on her channel, but I do want to say that I love the idea, and it does work well for me right now, and I do love how it works in these baskets that I found. So it's especially nice for the larger quantities of seed beads. I don't have an exact amount in grams that these fit, but it is great for the larger quantities, not little, teeny tiny bags. I know that's not very specific, but you get the idea, I think. So anyway, I did stock up on the Sure Fresh containers when I found them at my Dollar Tree. I was so excited. I did that even before I started making videos for YouTube, and I just fell in love with the idea. And I love being able to see the different colors. I do have them kind of sorted by color as best I can, and it's a great way to keep them organized. These are all pretty much 11/0 seed beads, and I just wanted to show you that. So I just have several baskets like this on the top of one of my about 3 or 4 foot tall shelves that I have in my room, and they just stack up, and I can easily add more if I need to, or just take a basket over to my desk if I want and sift through and see what I have. So that seems to work really well for me. I think everybody needs to find the solution that works best for them, but I think it's great for us to share different ideas and solutions for bead storage, and that way we can all kind of get different ideas and play around, see what works. So that was just the first part of this video. Let me come back and show you some of the products that BBCraft.com sent me, and I will show you a couple of other ideas. So this next part of the video is brought to you by BBCraft.com. I'm not paid to do these videos, but they did provide me with a couple of products for free. I do have a relationship with them where they send me some products each month to go ahead and use or show you or review on my channel, and just give you my honest opinions and let you know where you can find them and where you can buy them. The links are in the information section below as always. And right here you're looking at a bag of, it was 30 containers. They're 1.5 by 0.8 inch empty clear plastic bead storage containers with lids. and they cost $7.73 on the BBCraftcom website. These did ship from China, although I do think they have a selection of these that do ship from the US. They do have a lot of products that are free shipping if you spend over $25 from products that ship from the US, so definitely check that out. But I thought these would be great for the smaller quantities of seed beads that I have that, you know, make it easier for me to see them, and they're not in a million little baggies, which is what I had them in previously. I'll give you an example. This, my friends, is a messy bag of all kinds of random quantities of little seed beads that I've had in my stash forever. But anyway, that's something I need to work on for another day, but this is not an effective way for me to store my beads. This drives me nuts. I don't even look in this bag, so I end up forgetting what I have, and I don't even use them. So it's a mess. Like, I can't tell what's in here. It's annoying. I don't want to look at it. I've already said, you know, I'm a visual person, so I like to be able to see things neatly and in an organized way and by color, and I like to know what I have, otherwise I won't use it. So I thought these containers would be great for that, and I wanted to try them out. The one thing I will say is I was hoping that they would stack, and they don't. I was hoping they would screw together. I've seen some like that, and in the past I had bought some that I was not pleased with. They tended to come apart, and who wants a container of seed beads to fall apart and you have seed beads everywhere? That's a disaster. So I will say that I did hope that they stacked, although it's not the end of the world that they don't. They have really nice tight lids on them, and they're crystal clear, which is important to me. I need to not have cloudy storage containers, and even the ones from the Dollar Tree that I just showed you, they are just slightly cloudy, but that's being kind of nitpicky. They're clear enough where you can tell what's in them, but the clearer the better in my mind for bead storage, because you really want to have a nice idea of what you have. So with these containers, your best bet is not to just continue stacking them tall, because they're just gonna fall over once they get to a certain height. But what I will do with these is I'm going to find a basket. I have one right here that is not very big. It's also from the Dollar Tree. They have such great, inexpensive storage solutions at the Dollar Tree, so I don't shop there that often because I do so much shopping online, but when I do, I always look at their containers. And you may not be able to stack these containers high, but what you can do is you can lay them on their side. The lids are secure enough where I feel confident that if I lay them on their side, they're not going to open up and spill. So that's just another option of how you can use them. You could even stack these a couple high depending on how tall your container is. Ideally, I would find a basket or container like this that was just a little bit higher than these containers, and then I might just stack them on top of each other, just like I did with the other baskets that I showed you with the larger quantities of seed beads. And that makes a really versatile shelf type system, because you can add to it if you need to later. You can take them away. You can continue to change them out. And you guys know that are beaders that it's important to have storage solutions you can change out constantly, because you are constantly adding more beads to your stash or taking them away depending on how you're using them. So these right here are my 8/0 seed beads. You can tell I do not have very many, so that's why this was a good solution for those, because 11/0s I have a lot of, as you saw, and that was only part of my 11/0 stash. But with my other sizes like 8/0s and 6/0s, like here's my 6/0s, and this is literally all I have of 6/0 seed beads, is these 5 containers. So I'm not gonna like go out of my way to make some huge storage system for those, but something like this works great. They fit really well. I can see what I have, and then on the bottom I can just label like where I got them and what size. So the labels, I mean, this is kind of a crude system, but I just took some shipping labels and I cut little strips off. These were from a thrift store. I just like to know sometimes where I got my beads, and then I put like what size bead they were. So I just wanted to show you one way you could use those containers from BBCraftcom, and I actually would like to get more to organize this craziness of just a mess of bags of random seed and bugle beads that I have. Just little partial bags that aren't enough to really do much with, but that those containers would work well for. I think that would be something I'd like to do in the future. And then I wanted to show you this other product that they sent me. Some other storage containers. These are Panda Haul Elite 2-pack clear rectangle plastic storage containers. And I really like these a lot. Actually, I think I might get some more. What's nice about these is they're extremely secure, but they're great, I found, for my 4mm crystal bicone collection. I have a lot of crystal bicones that I don't want to put in my wall shelf storage solution, which I did a whole video on that before that you can check out if you'd like to, where I put my specialty beads, the ones I want to see all the time. But I have all these colors of like 4mm bicones, and I like to store these all together, and I like to store them by color. Because if I know I'm going to be using bicones, I don't need to see them out in my face constantly. I'll just go to where I keep them and pick out what color I want. They're great for bead weaving and things like that. So this solution is nice. It's got this extra layer of protection where it's can open there, and then these containers are stuck together in rows of 4, and they're just really nice. They close really well. I don't worry about them coming open, and they don't waste a lot of space. This is nice and compact, and I don't have like many of my 4mm bicones. As far as quantities, I don't have big bulk bags of them. I only had little quantities of a bunch of different colors, and these fit perfectly. They don't waste a lot of space. I love them. So I used one of these for most of my 4mm bicones, and then I had some more that I had to continue using in another container, and I also started adding my crystal rondelles. So I do have some more of these beads, some more rondelles that I'd like to organize that are still in baggies. I ran out of space. I'd like to continue just this as another container of 4mm bicones because I know I'm going to have some more that I want to add, and then I'd like to do probably 2 more containers of just the Chinese crystal rondelles that I have. But I love how this works for storage of small quantities of beads like this. And this would be great for those little baggies of seed beads that I was showing you too. And it just makes it easy to see what you have. It's compact, it's not messy, and there's a lot of applications. I mean, there's a lot of uses. This is just one use that I decided would be good for me. But I wanted to get on here and share that with you and let you know that here's another option. This is what they look like. They are very strong. I would highly recommend them. And I do intend to get some more for my own personal use as well, because I've had containers before that are not sturdy and they don't close well, but these close really, really well. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and show you those 2 products. And these are pretty clear as well. They're not as crystal clear as the little rounds, but they're definitely clear enough. They're not like really, really cloudy, which is important. Anyway, check those out if you're interested. In the description below the video, I'll have links to these products, and feel free to let me know how you store your seed beads or small quantities of bicones, things like that. Like I said, this is not for everybody. This is just a little sneak peek to show you some of the ways that I store my beads, and I hope it was helpful for you. I'm sure I'm going to be back with many more storage videos, and I'm sure my own storage is going to evolve over time. So these are just some things to get you started and some ideas to get your brain flowing. So please feel free to leave me a comment below. Let me know how you might store your beads, or if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say, feel free to leave that below. And I hope to see you guys soon on my next video. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to see more of my videos, and check out the video description section to follow along on all of my social media handles, visit my Etsy shop, and check out my new website and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching!